Hello, welcome back to NVfineARTstudio. I'm Nina and today I'd like to do two things. I'm going to review Meeden Porcelain palette and also we're going to talk about color, particularly about mixing color and shifting color temperature. Let's start with Meeden palette. This is a big studio palette. It's porcelain. The size is 13 by almost 10 inches or 33 by 24.8 and 2.5 centimeters. It came in a box like that. That's the palette. It is perfect size for studio palette, and I really like the idea that it has colors on one side and there is nothing in here. Also, usually I have a palette that has one single mixing area, but recently I've noticed that actually having two separate areas might be a good idea because, and particularly it's relevant to the topic that we're discussing today about shifting color temperature. Every single painting needs to have an area where you have pure warm color, such as yellow or red, and pure cool color, such as blue or violet or green. So when you're mixing colors, it's probably a good idea to start with pure warms in one area, pure cools in second area, and then eventually mix them up. And then if you need again a pure color, you don't need to clean the whole palette. You can clean just one single area, mix a pure warm or cool, and your initial mixture still stays not touched. So after painting warm or cool objects, you can add shadows that are complex. That you mixed in this area, and this is definitely helps with achieving color harmony in your painting. So two separate large areas for mixing is definitely a good idea. Now let's add the colors to the palette and see how it performs. I'm going to use same order for my colors just to keep it consistent for the students. So let's start with the blues, then go to the yellows, reds and neutrals. Before I start painting, I would like to quote Robert Wade, one of my absolutely favorite watercolor artists in Australia. With very sadness, I want to say that he passed away last year, but his legacy is still alive. Not even a single meeting at our local watercolor society goes without mentioning Robert Wade. So his quote: "Perceptive observation is seeing with your brain, feeling with your eyes, interpreting with your heart." This is pretty much summarizes the entire watercolor painting, but we will talk about only one thing today: seeing with your brain. For today's practice, I'm going to use Fumu Natural Mop Brush number 8. It's somewhere around 10 millimeters. And let's actually see how the palette performs. So I'm going to paint a basic shape, maybe a circle, then a square, and then maybe a person with a shadow. And let's shift temperature painting these very basic objects. Also, when we do our mixing, we're obviously gonna test our new palette and see how it performs. So let's start with a very fluid mixture, typical mixture that I use for my first wash. Over 70% water in the mixture, so a couple of full brush loads so far. It spreads on the palette very nicely. Now let's add some color. Let's start with, for example, blue. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's actually very beautiful. It spreads really, really well and moves on the palette really, really well. It has a different feeling. I quite got used to painting with plastic palettes, but this palette, it feels much smoother, which I like. Okay, let's use this mixture, for example, for a circle. You paint the whole shape with one single brush mark, adding a little bit of paint to keep the same tonal value. We don't really want to make it much darker. And then you pick one area. For example, if light is coming from above, it means this area most likely going to be warmer. You can make it stronger if you wish. You can add more red on the side and add it again to the very top. If you want it even stronger, you add more red. And here is your almost blue and almost red, and this is your middle mixture. And then you add this red to the very top. Now let's do a square. Let's prepare different mixtures, slightly thicker. So let's do 50-50 mixture. So just one full brush load of water and quite a bit of paint this time. Let's mix cobalt blue and cobalt turquoise. It's mixing really, really well on this palette. I really like it actually. Honestly, when I received the message if I want to try this palette, I thought it's not going to be any different from my plastic John Pike palette. But I'm quite surprised that porcelain palette actually feels better. It definitely feels better. It's heavier. I know it's suitable probably only for studio painting just because it's so heavy, but it performs really, really well. I like the feel of the brush moving on the surface of the palette with the mixture, and you definitely can understand the mixture consistency better. Okay, let's do a square. Again, painting full square with this mixture. See how thick and dark this is? This is your 50-50 consistency. This is darker tonal value and more saturated mixture. Let's do half. Now, if you may notice, the thicker the consistency, the harder it is to achieve a beautiful gradient. So if you put more colors, if you put thicker mixture on the paper, just don't make your judgment instantly, because it takes a longer time for the colors to mix on a palette. So try to leave it for at least 30 seconds like that, and then you can assess if you're getting a good spread. If you don't get any good gradient from warm to cool, you can always use a little bit of spray and help with transitioning. So this is all in regards to practicing shifting temperature. I'd like to keep it really, really simple just because this is a demonstration for the beginners. So I don't really want to go too much into details of color theory. I don't really want to overwhelm you. Now, let's do a painting that reflects this. We're going to paint the very simple seascape with people, and before we do that, I really want you to look at the reference photo and see all these little transitions in temperature. So this is our reference photo. We're not going to be painting these two people in the foreground just because they take too much space, and this painting is not about that. We just want to concentrate on shifting temperature, and we want to have a very simple landscape or seascape in this instance, where we don't really have to think about shapes or forms. We just want to have space where we can do a wash and shift the temperature. Now I'm cleaning the palette and I'm thinking about if it stains or not. No, it doesn't stain. There is not even a single staining mark. I know I'm not really using staining pigments in my palette, but just to test the staining, I'm going to clean up this mess, and then I'm gonna use phthalo blue, color that stains, and test the surface. So this is phthalo turquoise from Winsor & Newton. It definitely stains. So when you paint, when you apply to paper and you want to lift it, you can't really lift everything. It still has, the lifted area still has turquoisey hue. That's what staining means. So let's add a little bit to the palette, like that. Let's spread this. Typically, if you do it on a plastic palette with average quality, it would leave a stain, especially if you leave it overnight or for a week or, God forbid, months. Spray this. No, it's not leaving even a single mark. Beautiful, great quality palette, really like it. Mixing it with my yellows and now stronger blue. And now it looks very warm at this point, but we're going to glaze it later. With blue. It's better. So 50-50 consistency is when the mixture starts sticking to the palette, but it's still quite fluid. So if you lift the palette, it moves easily on the palette, like that. But if you compare it to the previous mixture didn't stick to the palette at all, and this one actually sticks. Now this is your main mixture. Now you need to shift it to cool and to warm. Now we're going to prepare a very transparent mixture, the mixture that we would have used for first wash. And this is because we technically doing glazing, and glazing is always a very fluid, transparent mixture. And this is all. Hope it was informative, hope you learned something new today, but most of all, I hope you enjoyed painting along with me. Until my next video, goodbye.